Well, hey guys, what is going on? I've been hibernating all winter. Typical, I guess, Colorado winter. It's cold in my garage. I have no source of heat in there, so actually getting out and doing work doesn't sound like too much fun. But as you can see, today is it's like 60 degrees out. Shorts and t-shirt. So I figured I'd come out, get the garage cleaned up, start making a list. Things that I need to do, clean the garage. We need some wasp traps. The wasps are coming back this spring. They always do. Charge batteries, my camper batteries. One's right there, one's right there. Actually, they're already green, so they help charge all winter. I think it helps storing them in there, not on the concrete. But I got 3 quads that we need to charge the batteries up on, get those running. And they just been sitting all winter. And then, yeah, the Polaris needs a new fan, a new cluster. And then this red Can-Am is right here. I'll show you, I guess once I get out the trailer, the drain plug for the oil doesn't tighten. So that is a concern. I got to figure out a solution to that. I might seal it up permanently because I have a oil extraction canister, so I can just suck the oil right out where you pour the oil in. But I gotta figure something, because whenever I go ride the thing, I'm just like, is the bolt gonna fall out and all my oil just gonna dump on the trail and I'll be screwed? So I'm just gonna finish cleaning up. As you can see on top of the quads, there's just helmets and junk and fishing tackle box over there. It just kind of becomes this collect all thing during the winter. So get all that cleaned up, put back where it goes. I got a bunch over here going on. It kind of looks like stuff everywhere, but I just don't have cabinets. But to me, everything is almost organized. Just a little cleanup. And then, oh yeah, we also got the mini bike. So I have plenty of stuff to do, but let's finish cleaning up. I crossed off 2 things off my list. I cleaned the garage and I ordered a new wasp trap. And right now I am charging the batteries. You see the battery tender is definitely on the red, and this one is on the red as well. Yeah, those batteries have been sitting since last summer. So I'll leave them on the charger. They're fairly new, so I know they'll take a charge. Probably be tomorrow. But otherwise, I just need to go order the new cluster for that Polaris and a new fan. The fan on there works, but when it kicks on, it just screeches and sounds horrible. So we're gonna replace that. All right, guys, it's the next day. You can see the green quad here. I don't have the battery charger hooked up. It turned green, and actually I came out and this is green. So the batteries are charged, but on this guy, I forgot, I don't have the charger piece hooked up. So I need to pull this battery out and hook that up, because it's always easier to charge these batteries, especially this design, when they're tucked up in there. And yeah, what else am I gonna do? The fan on this Polaris, I'm going to pull it off and see if it is serviceable or not. I went online and fans are used and I couldn't find anything new. And I'm like, am I going to get a bad used fan? So I'm going to just pull that fan off and take it apart and see if there is some bearing that's serviceable. Maybe put some grease in there, do something, and just make that fan work. All right, I got the fan out. This hooked up to 12-volt source here. So we'll just hook this up and see what the fan does. So you can hear that. It's kind of chunky sounding. I mean, it's not bad. So I'm going to take this thing apart and see if if we can add some grease to it or do something and make it sound a little better. And then we don't have to replace it. See, hear the crunchiness? All right, as you can see, I got the fan motor separated from the plastic shrouds, and I had to go to YouTube University and find out that you don't service these. Spall? They make a lot of motors, whatever you want to call that, for radiators. That's their deal, and they're actually pretty high-end, good quality stuff. Everyone's balanced. So with me turning it, I can just feel the clunking in there. Something is broken. A few of the videos I watched on YouTube, sure enough, they actually split that case apart and brushes were broke, things were broken in there. So I'm gonna just get a new fan. It looks like I have to get the shroud and the motor and everything. I'm gonna stay away from a cheap Chinese knockoff because it's not going to last. I'll look for another one that has, as I said, Spall. And then, yeah, there's the part number if you need it. But we'll get that ordered. All right, with that being said, I'm going to start the quads up. The red one might have enough charge to start, but I like to start them up, let them run every once in a while because it is hard just sitting there and not running. So let's just start them up, let them idle a little bit. We won't let the players go too long because I don't get the fan hooked up. All right, it's a few days later and the new pod showed up. I did get a new fan ordered, but the eBay shipper is taking a sweet time on that. So that'll be coming up soon. But we should be able just to pry this pod out. Let's kind of wiggle it out here. Yeah, and then this ring can come out. I got a new one of those. All right, and before I push it all the way back in there, I'm gonna turn it on, make sure it works. Make sure I use the right key. I got multiple keys here. Yep. All right, lighten up. I am in park. It shows I have under half a tank. That is awesome. And I'm only gonna guess that the speedometer is going to work. We'll find out once we get it off the trailer and actually go for a ride with it. But that's awesome. Now we know how much gas we got and what gear. All right, I'm really happy with that. That's not an OEM part. It's just a knockoff, but if it works, it works. Now we know our RPM, we know how fast we're going, we know how much gas we have, all things that we should know while we're out riding. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap on this video. The red Can-Am, we're just gonna probably get it off the trailer once we get some nicer weather, because I gotta pull the trailer out, get the quad off, bring the quad back on into the garage, and have room to work on it. And as you can see, I have a 2-car garage, so not a ton of space. So we'll work on that later. That fan should be here early this coming week, so that should be in the new video that I work on. And then I got the mini bike. There it is in the background. I ordered a belt and actually ordered the wrong one, so I need to find the right belt as well. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in my next video.